Was it just a robbery gone wrong, or is there a deeper, darker narrative to the death of the legendary reggae artist Peter Tosh? Today, we're peeling back the layers of conspiracy, controversy, and speculation surrounding the untimely demise of a music icon. In the annals of reggae music history, few names shine as brightly and evoke as much reverence as Peter Tosh. Born Winston Hubert McIntosh on October 19, 1944, in Westmoreland, Jamaica, Peter Tosh rose to international fame as a founding member of the Wailers, alongside Bob Marley and Bunny Wailer. His music, characterized by its sharp, militant stance and unwavering advocacy for social justice, resonated with audiences worldwide, making him a pivotal figure in the global spread of reggae music. But Peter Tosh's life, filled with controversy and confrontation due to his outspoken views on issues like legalization of marijuana, equal rights, and African liberation, was tragically cut short. On the night of September 11, 1987, Peter Tosh was murdered in his own home, an event that shocked the world and left a void in the music industry that is felt to this day. The official narrative describes a robbery gone fatally wrong, but over the years, a plethora of conspiracy theories have surfaced, suggesting that Peter Tosh's death was not merely the result of a random act of violence. These theories propose a range of motives and actors, from political entities displeased with his activism to conflicts within the music industry, and even connections to broader conspiracies involving other reggae artists. As we dive into the complex theories surrounding the death of Peter Tosh, we aim to uncover the layers of mystery that have shrouded this case for decades. On that fateful night, Peter Tosh's home in Kingston, Jamaica, became the scene of a horrific crime that would end his life and leave the world reeling in shock and disbelief. Earlier in the evening, Peter Tosh was at his residence, a place known for being a gathering spot for musicians, friends, and fellow activists. The atmosphere was relaxed, with music and conversation filling the air, as was typical for a gathering at Tosh's home. However, the tranquility of the night was shattered when a group of armed men forced their way into the house. Among the intruders was a man known to Peter Tosh, Dennis Lepo Laban, a figure from Tosh's past who had recently been released from prison. Laban and his accomplices demanded money, under the guise of a robbery. As the situation escalated, it became clear that this was no ordinary burglary. The intruders were there with a more sinister purpose. As the confrontation grew more violent, Peter Tosh, along with several others present, including friends and fellow musicians, were brutally attacked. The ordeal culminated in the shooting of Peter Tosh and 6 others, leading to the immediate deaths of Tosh, disc jockey Jeff "Free Eye" Dixon, and Wilton "Doc" Brown, a maker of health food. The brutality of the attack stunned the nation and the world, leaving many to question the true motive behind the killings. The news of Peter Tosh's death spread quickly, sending shockwaves through the reggae community and beyond. Jamaican police swiftly launched an investigation, leading to the arrest of Dennis Laban and 2 other suspects. The crime was officially attributed to a robbery attempt gone awry, but for many, this explanation was too simplistic, failing to account for Tosh's controversial stature and the potential for more complex motives. Eyewitness accounts from the survivors provided crucial details about the events of that night, but also raised further questions about the investigation's thoroughness and the possibility of collusion or negligence. The Jamaican police's handling of the case, including the collection of evidence and the protection of witnesses, came under scrutiny, fueling speculation and conspiracy theories that persist to this day. Following the tragic events of September 11, 1987, the official investigation by the Jamaican police quickly led to the identification and arrest of the suspects involved in the murder of Peter Tosh. The case, while seemingly straightforward in the narrative presented by law enforcement, would leave lingering questions and doubts in the minds of many. The conviction. Dennis Lepo Laban, a man previously acquainted with Peter Tosh and who had served time in prison, was identified as the principal assailant. Laban, along with 2 accomplices, was arrested, charged, and subsequently convicted for the murders. Laban's motive, according to the official story, was rooted in a personal grievance, combined with the intent to rob Tosh's residence, believed to contain significant sums of money. The trial of Dennis Laban and his associates was a highly publicized affair, drawing attention from both the local and international press. Laban was found guilty and sentenced to death, a sentence later commuted to life imprisonment. His accomplices received lengthy prison sentences. Throughout the trial, Laban maintained his innocence, claiming he was not the triggerman, a statement that introduced further complexity to the already convoluted narrative of the night in question. Moving on, let's examine the various theories surrounding the death of Peter Tosh, each suggesting that his murder was far more than a simple case of robbery gone wrong. The life and death of Peter Tosh are shrouded in complexities that mirror the struggles and controversies he faced as a musician, activist, and outspoken critic of social injustice. These theories delve into potential political motives, the alleged involvement of state forces, contentious relationships within the international music industry, and possible connections to other high-profile deaths in the reggae community. The first conspiracy theory surrounding Peter Tosh's death is political motivations due to his outspoken views and activism. Peter Tosh was known for his fiery rhetoric and unapologetic criticism of political injustice, colonialism, and the Babylon system, which made him a beacon for change but also a target for suppression. The theory that his murder was politically motivated stems from his confrontational stance against the Jamaican political establishment and his influence as a global icon of resistance. The volatile political climate of Jamaica during the 1970s and 1980s, marked by political violence and suppression of dissent, provides a backdrop to suspicions that Tosh's activism led to his assassination. Some believe that elements within the Jamaican government or security services viewed Tosh as a threat to the status quo, leading to a conspiracy to eliminate him. The second conspiracy theory surrounding Peter Tosh's death is alleged involvement of the Jamaican government or police force. Closely related to the political motivation theory is the suggestion that the Jamaican government or its police force might have been directly involved in Tosh's murder. This theory highlights the historical antagonism between the Rastafarian community, of which Tosh was a prominent member, and the Jamaican authorities. Proponents point to instances of police brutality against Rastafarians and political activists as indicative of a broader pattern of state-sponsored violence, suggesting that Tosh's murder could have been a state-sanctioned act to silence a powerful voice of opposition. The third conspiracy theory surrounding Peter Tosh's death is the role of the international music industry. Another theory explores the possibility that the international music industry, with its complex and often exploitative dynamics, played a role in Tosh's death. It is speculated that Tosh's outspokenness and his struggles for fair treatment and ownership of his music might have led to conflicts with powerful figures within the industry. This theory posits that such conflicts could have escalated into a conspiracy to murder Tosh, removing a troublesome figure from the scene and serving as a warning to others who might challenge the industry's status quo. The fourth conspiracy theory surrounding Peter Tosh's death is the connections to other high-profile deaths in the reggae community. The theory that Tosh's death is connected to other high-profile deaths in the reggae community, such as Bob Marley's, is fueled by the shared experiences of political activism, confrontations with authority, and advocacy for social change that defined their lives. This perspective suggests a pattern of targeting influential reggae artists who use their platform to challenge injustice, implying a broader conspiracy aimed at silencing the genre's most powerful voices. In the decades since Peter Tosh's murder, there have been ongoing calls for a re-examination of the case and the circumstances surrounding his death. For many, the theories and speculation point to the need for a more thorough investigation that could uncover truths obscured by time and conflicting narratives. These calls often emphasize the importance of accountability and justice, not just for Tosh and those directly affected by his murder, but for the broader implications of silencing a voice of dissent. As we bring our exploration of the complex theories surrounding Peter Tosh's death to a close, we are reminded of the indelible mark he has left on music, society, and the ongoing struggle for justice and equality. Peter Tosh's life was a testament to the power of speaking out against oppression, and his death, shrouded in mystery and controversy, only amplifies the importance of his message and the need to continue seeking the truth. Share your thoughts, insights, and reflections in the comments below. How has Peter Tosh's legacy influenced you? What can we learn from his life and his music in our current struggle for justice and equality? Thank you for joining us on this journey to unravel the complex theories of Peter Tosh's death. Let's keep the conversation going, keeping Peter Tosh's memory alive through our collective pursuit of truth and justice.